desperately using me to sell more tickets. Come on, Kev. Come on.
Everybody thought the drama between Blueface, Chrisean, and Jaidyn was finally slowing down, but nope, somehow it just got messier. And this time, people are saying Chrisean may have taken things way too far. Because after weeks of dropping hints online, posting emotional messages, and acting like she had a huge secret to reveal, Blueface suddenly came out exposing what he claims was one big lie. And baby, when Jaidyn saw the opportunity to clown Chrisean publicly, she wasted absolutely no time. Now social media is in complete chaos because fans are split right down the middle. Some people think Chrisean was trying to hold on to Blueface any way she could. Others think Blueface and Jaidyn teamed up to embarrass her on purpose. But either way, the internet has been dragging everybody involved. And honestly, the saddest part is that this whole thing keeps getting more toxic every single week. Because let's be real, this isn't just regular celebrity gossip anymore. There are kids involved, families involved, emotions involved. And at some point, you have to ask yourself, how much more public humiliation can one relationship survive before everybody completely crashes out? What nobody expected was for Jaidyn to suddenly start throwing shade after Blueface exposed private messages and started calling Chrisean a liar online. And once Jaidyn entered the chat, things went from messy to downright ruthless. Because instead of staying quiet, she started liking shady comments, reposting videos mocking Chrisean, and basically letting the world know she felt vindicated. And whew, social media ate it up. Now, if you've been following this whole Blueface and Chrisean saga from the beginning, then you already know their relationship has always been chaos from day one.
You don't touch nobody's, you don't touch nobody's dude, you don't do none of that, right? Try to let everybody know I'm not the bitch gonna pull up, right? Y'all saw me on the live. You saw me.
It was never stable. It was never peaceful. Their entire romance was built on drama, fighting, social media meltdowns, and toxic public moments that somehow kept getting worse instead of better. At first, a lot of fans thought it was entertaining. People watched their live streams, their arguments, their breakups and makeups like it was a reality show. But after a while, things stopped being funny and started feeling sad, because every time it looked like they were finally done with each other, they'd somehow end up right back in the middle of another scandal. And through all of that, Jaidyn was always lingering somewhere in the background. See, Jaidyn and Blueface have history that goes way deeper than internet drama. She's the mother of his children. She knew him before the fame, before the money, before the tattoos and viral fights. So while Chrisean was the loud, emotional, unpredictable relationship everybody saw online,
y'all know this is one of my dreams, right?
Jaidyn represented something more familiar and stable in Blueface's life. At least that's how Blueface tried to paint it. But fans never forgot how messy he treated Jaidyn too. There were years of cheating allegations, disrespect, public humiliation, and emotional games. One minute, he'd praise her online and call her his real ride or die. The next minute, he'd be posting Chrisean and acting like Jaidyn didn't even exist. That's why people were shocked when Blueface suddenly started pushing this happy family man image again with Jaidyn, especially after spending so long publicly obsessed with Chrisean. And honestly, that's where a lot of the tension started building. Because while Blueface was trying to move forward with Jaidyn, Chrisean was still emotionally tied to him in a major way. You could see it every time she went live, every time she cried online, every time she hinted that Blueface was still contacting her behind the scenes. Fans kept saying the same thing over and over again. These two are never really done with each other. But here's the twist nobody expected. Suddenly, rumors started spreading online that Chrisean was pregnant again. At first, people didn't know whether to believe it because Chrisean has a history of posting emotional things during fights with Blueface. But then she started dropping little clues. She posted cryptic captions, she talked about protecting her peace, she hinted about carrying another baby, and immediately the internet exploded. Some fans were happy for her, others accused her of trying to trap Blueface again. But the biggest question everybody kept asking was simple: is Blueface really the father? And that's when everything completely spiraled out of control. Instead of staying quiet, Blueface hopped online and started denying everything almost immediately. He basically accused Chrisean of making the whole thing up for attention.
I always knew I wanted to be a mom. I always knew I wanted to have 12 kids. So one down, one on the way, and what's the number? 10 to go.
According to him, she was trying to manipulate the internet and make Jaidyn jealous because she couldn't handle being pushed out of the picture. Now, you already know Blueface doesn't do anything privately. This man lives for social media mess. So instead of handling it behind closed doors, he started exposing screenshots, posting shady comments, and laughing about the situation online. And baby, once Jaidyn saw him going after Chrisean publicly, she jumped right in. People noticed Jaidyn reposting memes clowning Chrisean. She started liking comments accusing Chrisean of lying. Then, fans caught her posting little subliminal captions that seemed directly aimed at her.
Like, for real.
I'm fertile. I just had a baby.
I know, but y'all just
And he nutted.
You just had.
So it's like,
He what?
yeah, it's talking about this is my
What?
being on it.
One post allegedly said something like, "Imagine faking a pregnancy just to keep a man." Whew, that's when social media completely turned into a battlefield. Because Chrisean fans immediately came to her defense, saying Blueface and Jaidyn were trying to gang up on her while she was emotionally vulnerable. Some people even accused Jaidyn of acting bitter and insecure, despite supposedly winning Blueface back. But Jaidyn supporters were not having it. They started dragging Chrisean for constantly involving herself in Blueface's relationship. They said she kept trying to insert herself into his life every time he moved on. And honestly, the comments got brutal. People were saying things like, if he wanted you, he'd be with you. And at some point, you gotta let that man go. Meanwhile, Chrisean looked like she was completely unraveling online. One minute she was posting emotional videos crying. The next minute she was acting unbothered and saying everybody was obsessed with her. Then she'd suddenly start hinting again that Blueface was still secretly talking to her behind Jaidyn's back.
People be trolling, right? And I don't troll for real. I just got receipts and I be telling the truth.
And honestly, that part is what had fans confused the most. Because despite all the public drama, there's always been this weird connection between Blueface and Chrisean that never fully disappears. No matter how toxic things get, they somehow keep getting pulled back into each other's orbit. That's why some fans actually believed Chrisean when she hinted that Blueface was still secretly involved with her. But Blueface wasn't trying to hear any of it this time. He started mocking the rumors publicly and basically acting like Chrisean was desperate for attention. At one point, he even joked that people needed to stop believing internet fairy tales, and you could tell he was trying hard to make her look unstable. What nobody expected was how hard Jaidyn leaned into the humiliation. Instead of staying above the drama, she seemed to enjoy watching Chrisean get dragged online.
We want to leave each other alone. We really do. It just never will happen. I can't give him what he wants. He can't give me what we want. So we just have that toxic ass sex. That toxic ass. I ain't never leaving.
Fans noticed her reposting videos of people laughing at Chrisean's emotional breakdowns. She allegedly even liked comments calling Chrisean delusional. And whew, the internet noticed immediately. Some people felt like Jaidyn finally got revenge after years of watching Blueface embarrass her with Chrisean publicly. Because let's be honest, there was a long period where Chrisean looked like the woman Blueface truly wanted. He constantly posted her, defended her, fought for her, and acted obsessed with her. Meanwhile, Jaidyn often looked pushed to the side. So now that the tables had turned, some fans believe Jaidyn was enjoying every second of Chrisean's downfall.
I'm not a weirdo.
There's no winning with you. I try to put you on the...
But others felt uncomfortable watching it happen, because beneath all the jokes and memes, Chrisean genuinely looked hurt. There were moments during her live streams where she seemed exhausted emotionally. She talked about feeling abandoned, betrayed, and tired of being painted as the villain all the time. And honestly, even people who don't support her started saying the situation felt dark. Because regardless of who's lying or telling the truth, it's obvious this entire love triangle has become deeply unhealthy for everybody involved. But here's where things got even crazier. Some fans started digging through old clips and interviews trying to prove that Blueface may have actually led Chrisean on behind the scenes. People pointed out moments where he hinted they still had unfinished business emotionally. Others brought up rumors that he would contact her privately while publicly trying to rebuild things with Jaidyn. So suddenly, the internet started asking, was Chrisean really lying, or was Blueface trying to save face in front of Jaidyn? And honestly, that question changed everything. Because now people weren't just attacking Chrisean anymore. Some fans started accusing Blueface of manipulating both women emotionally for years. They said he enjoys keeping them fighting over him because it feeds his ego and keeps him relevant online. And if we're being real, a lot of people think there's truth to that. Every time things start calming down, another scandal somehow magically appears. Another argument, another breakup, another live stream, another embarrassing post. It's like peace literally cannot exist in this situation. Meanwhile, Chrisean eventually tried defending herself again online, claiming people were twisting her words and turning her into a joke. She said she was tired of being bullied and tired of everybody acting like she was crazy just because she expressed emotions publicly. But by then, the internet had already picked sides. Jaidyn supporters kept clowning her non-stop, Blueface fans called her obsessive, and gossip blogs kept reposting every emotional reaction she had, making the situation even worse. You could tell the pressure was getting to her. And the saddest part is that this whole situation probably hurt way deeper than fans realize. Because for Chrisean, this wasn't just about social media embarrassment. This was somebody she genuinely loved, somebody she built a chaotic, emotional bond with in front of the entire world. Now imagine watching that person publicly deny you, mock you, and team up with another woman to make you look crazy online. That kind of humiliation hits differently. At the same time, though, people also understood why Jaidyn was acting the way she was. After years of being disrespected publicly, maybe this was her moment to finally feel chosen. Maybe seeing Blueface defend her publicly instead of Chrisean made her feel validated for the first time in a long time. But even then, fans kept warning her about one thing. Blueface has a pattern, and if he could publicly embarrass Chrisean after claiming to love her so deeply, what's stopping him from eventually doing the exact same thing to Jaidyn all over again? That's the scary part about this entire situation. Nobody really trusts anybody involved anymore. Not Blueface, not Chrisean, not even Jaidyn, because the relationship dynamics between all three of them have become so toxic and confusing that fans don't even know what's real anymore. One day they're enemies, the next day they're secretly communicating again. One day somebody's exposing screenshots, the next day they're posting emotional quotes about love. It's exhausting just watching it from the outside. And honestly, social media plays a huge role in making everything worse. Every breakup becomes content, every argument becomes viral gossip, every emotional breakdown turns into memes and reaction videos. There's never any space for healing because the internet keeps rewarding the chaos. And maybe that's why this drama never truly ends, because deep down, everybody involved still seems emotionally attached in some way. Whether it's love, resentment, jealousy, pride, or revenge, the connection is still there. But at some point, somebody has to break the cycle, because what started as messy celebrity drama is slowly turning into something much darker and sadder. You've got public humiliation, emotional manipulation, online bullying, family tension, and non-stop chaos happening in front of millions of people. And the scary part? There are children growing up around all of this. That's what makes this situation hit differently compared to regular internet gossip. Because eventually, the live streams end, the memes die down, the blogs move on to another scandal. But the emotional damage, that stays with people for years. And honestly, that's why so many fans are starting to say this whole situation needs to end before somebody gets hurt even worse emotionally. Because right now, nobody looks happy. Not Chrisean, not Jaidyn, not even Blueface. They all look trapped inside this endless toxic cycle where pain keeps turning into entertainment for the internet. And maybe that's the biggest tragedy of all. Because underneath all the shade, the clout-chasing accusations, the pregnancy rumors, and the social media chaos, these are still real people dealing with real emotions in front of millions of strangers. But anyway, y'all, I gotta know what you think about this entire mess. Do you think Chrisean was really lying about the pregnancy rumors? Or do you think Blueface and Jaidyn intentionally embarrassed her online to make themselves look better? And do y'all think Blueface is really done with Chrisean for good this time? Or is this just another chapter in their never-ending toxic saga? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this drama is getting crazier by the day.